First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right, and his first pass is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. Now it's Tate. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Third and 2, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Boys, here we go. Set, 180.
Now a carry for Blunt. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And Tate's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
Set, waiting.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Just beating the play clock is gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bloom. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, 58 is down. 58 is down.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And some space here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
DC.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Going underneath to Blunt. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go, here we go. Hey, set, 180.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. Room to run inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford rolling to his right. Out to the right here to Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make it 6-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Super.
From the 50, it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now the rookie from Tennessee, John Kelly. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, here's Goff. And they got a man, it's Woods. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now it's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Brown. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, it's Brown. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They get it to him running left. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Samson Ebukam in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And here now the punter Martin booming this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And just shutting him off there. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. Finding room inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Mannion with his first toss since coming in. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing is Mannion. Steps away. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it here to Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. And it's caught over the middle, Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, it's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Stafford. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for a Lions first. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And he takes this one again for a Lions touchdown. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Again, it's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Mannion. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And some room to maneuver. Breaks through the contact. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. They'll come out in the pistol. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
Four down, tag 53.
Now Stafford. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now it's Stafford. Out to the flat for Reddick. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Stafford now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.